another Dokkan battle video. Today we're going to go ahead and look at JACO. Now, JACO I think is a pretty good unit, but, you know, as a JACO character with very few teams, I feel like his usage is going to be very limited, unfortunately. In the very specific situations you're going to be, you know, doing Movie Hero, Extreme Super Battle Road, or Special Pose, Super Battle Road, or something like that, I do think JACO is going to be mega top tier. 70% chance to dodge, 70% chance to stun. JACO is a great Super Battle Road character, but I feel like his usages, again, are going to be pretty limited most of the time. We'll see. I could always be very wrong, right? I usually am, but we'll see if I'm going to use JACO more than 6 times in the next 6 months, right? So let's go ahead and give JACO the Rainbow Star. JACO, by the way, was not a kind unit for me to Rainbow. What, like 6,000 to Rainbow, poor JACO. That, it really hurts. It's like, all right, I'm glad, you know, woohoo, 2,000 stones since the last JACO. Awesome, man, because I'm going to be using him an awful lot coming up, right? Like, oh, God. All right, let me get him the full level 10 links. We'll test out how good our boy JACO is. All right, guys, we are here. Let's go ahead and take a look at how good our boy JACO is going to be. Now, again, a major issue for JACO here are his teams: Movie Hero, Special Pose, Space Traveling Warrior, and Defender of Justice. As of right now, the only relevant team JACO is on is the LR Gods Movie Hero team. Bojack does give a full 170% lead to Space Traveling Warriors, which is definitely good, but I don't know that double Bojack is going to get you very far, and many of these, you know, big bad bosses, characters, and stuff like that in here have aged if that's going to be the main core of the team. And it doesn't really work the greatest with JACO either, but, I mean, JACO, I think JACO is fairly good. It's just, there's, like, just no use for him, really. Like, this is a character where it's like, you know, like the argument people want to use for Ginyu is that there's nowhere to use him, except for the fact that his team is, like, a top, like, 5 strongest team in the game, right? JACO, the example people try to put on Ginyu actually applies to JACO, where it's like, you know, the one team JACO's got is Movie Heroes right now, and you're just building that Saiyans, right? You're not really running JACO. Now, I'm going to tell you all this. Movie Hero Extreme Super Battle Road is coming out within the next couple months. JACO will be on that no-item run. He will be dominant, right? 70% chance to dodge in slot 1. 70% chance to stun as well. Like, that's powerful, right? Like, JACO is going to be a great Super Battle Road unit, but again, just very, very limited. Let's see what we got right here. 1.43. So, let's see. So, JACO, again, has got the 70% chance to dodge. There we go. So, he dodged. Now, when JACO dodges, he gets an extra 20% attack and defense with each dodge up to a max of 80%. So, we'd have to dodge 4 attacks to get JACO up to his maximum buff. JACO does then, as the second or third attacker in a turn, have a high chance to dodge, and then he lowers enemy attack and defense by 20% for 2 turns. So there's definitely going to be, like, a little bit of sort of like, you know, strategy you could use with JACO, which is good. Like, do I want to go for the 70% chance to dodge and stun in slot 1? Or do I want to, you know, go for the 50% chance to dodge in slots 2 and 3, but I can put a debuff as well as having the chance to stun, right? So if the stun doesn't go off, at least the enemy is debuffed, right? Could be very helpful. Again, a solid unit. It's just, he's not... We're in a very funny time currently in Dokkan anyway. Remember, we had our, you know, first major power creep. Like, not... power creep is not the word I'm looking for. An actual meta shift, right? From 170% leader skills to now 200%. So, a lot of things in the game are just sort of up in the air at the moment, right? Like, many characters need better leader skills and blah, 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 blah. Like, all these teams need legitimate leaders at this point. Stronger leaders. Okay, so this is a good rotation right here. You know, we are going to have JACO with support right here. JACO's link set, by the way, another L for him. He has Brainiacs, Flee, Solid Support, Patrol, Signature Pose, Resurrection F, and Fierce Battle. The order is different. So in-game, the order is Brainiacs, Solid Support, then Flee. But that's kind of brutal for our boy Jacko. We're here at 200k defense. Jacko also gets an additional 60% attack when attacking an extreme class enemy, by the way. I think Jacko's going to be pretty good, because we can get another 60% attack and defense just through dodging, right? I think Jacko should be fairly powerful in a lot of red zone stages, too. At least going up to, you know, not Broly, but the other stages. There's other difficult stages besides just Broly, right? Bojack, Janemba, Super 17, Broly, all very different. I was gonna say Omega Shenron with the last one. Yeah, Bojack, Janemba, Super 17, Omega Shenron, all really hard fights. Even like, you know, Baby and Rildo. And, you know, Jacko with that 70% chance to dodge can be very helpful. Because a lot of those bosses in Red Zone, there's very few characters that can tank super attacks in Red Zone. So, dodging them with Jacko is a really good idea. We'll do a couple of runs here with Jacko. Again, there's not really too much for us to look at. We're pretty much just going to stick to movie heroes. I guess is like the only legitimate team at the moment. So, you know, it is what it is. Oh, dude, it's been a while since I've seen this. Okay. I haven't really used this guy. I kind of want to get his animation in here, too. I think I'm going to go ahead and let our boy Blue Gogeta. This guy is going to have one of the really hype Easy A's, too. When this AGL Blue Gogeta gets his Easy A, that is going to go really crazy. That's going to be so exciting to see this guy. Right, this Blue Gogeta transformed is actually still decent. 50% chance to dodge and guaranteed crit. Right, I can only imagine what this guy's going to look like Easy 8. Like, he's going to be disgusting, right? Alright, guys, let's get some more turns for our boy Jacko. I definitely am going to want to make sure to do a rotation, like, fight a super class enemy as well. That'll be a good way. So, with the LR Great Saiyaman 1 and 2, we have, Signature Pose and Patrol both activated. Jacko's there at 200k defense right at the start of turn. I mean, that's certainly... like, decent with a 70% chance to dodge. I feel like defensively, Jacko probably is going to come in better than, like, AGL LR UI Goku, right? Because I think Jacko... I mean, UI Goku's upper limits, though, were pretty high. But, like, this dodge and Jacko will be fully built up. Yeah, perfect. There we go. So, Jacko... Now, next turn, we'll see Jacko at full power. That's going to be great. But I think Jacko, once he gets all of his dodges in, his defense, I think, will be higher than UI Goku's. Now, UI Goku does actually get much higher defense than people give him credit for. UI Goku, on a lot of turns, is going to be over at least 250k defense, right? But Jacko, I think, with that full 80%, he's going to be looking good, right? All right, let's see. So we'll just go ahead and get rid of these Cell Juniors real fast. And then we can go ahead and move on to this next rotation, and we'll see what Jacko looks like next turn. I mean, next turn, it's probably going to be the best turn we'll see from Jacko in this video, right? Like, we'll get him with his full passive up. We're going to be attacking an extreme class enemy. We're going to have the Exchange Great Saiyaman 1 and 2, which supports special pose units. If, for whatever reason... you know, you have not completed, like, Special Pose Super Battle Road or something like that, like, Jacko will be able to really dominate in there. The only thing about that, though, is, like, you can choose the free-to-play Ginyu for his squad, which will do arguably better, right? Okay, so, I mean, we could basically just do this, right? So, remember, Jacko in slot 1 gets a 70% chance to dodge. By the way, Jacko's dodge, it activates in slot 1 without him having to attack first. Let's just be thankful, I guess, that they did this for Jacko, which, you know, prevented him from being, like, ass or something like that. But, man, they really couldn't have done this with the STR Trunks and Goten that came out with Majin Vegeta, huh? That would have helped that unit out so much. Then they really could have been a help for Majin Vegeta. Then if they also, like, supported, like, sheesh. Yeah, see... That's... Like, Jacko is good. UI Goku, I don't think he gets that high. 360? So Jacko has 360k defense with a 70% chance to dodge and 70% chance to stun. So Jacko is looking mighty fine there. Like, that's what a good defensive unit looks like right there. 360k defense and 70% chance to dodge. This man can't be touched. Now, the damage-wise is not the craziest, but he his job is not to do damage, right? You know, he dodges, doesn't take any damage, and then you potentially could stun. Alright, I mean, this is going pretty well so far. I think let's go ahead and go to a fight against a super class enemy, and then let's sort of see what Jaco's damage looks like against a super class enemy, where he's not getting the extra 60% when attacking an extreme class enemy. Alright guys, so now we're going to be going up against a super class enemy. We got a pretty not great opening rotation here. And we are going to get the support from Krillin. We do have solid support active with Krillin as well as Fierce Battle. But what we are not going to get here is any dodges. 140k defense he's at. Yeah, dude, Jaco, he gets such a substantial buff from those dodges. They really give him a lot of extra stats, man. Like, seriously, man. So, I mean, I guess, that, like, this is it. Like, I don't know, like, there we saw the stun. Like, I don't know what else to do or say. Like, I could do a video, I guess, where I just take Jaco into one of these Super Battle Road stages. Like, I guess I probably should, right? I mean, dude, I did, like, 3 summon videos around getting this guy. I gotta get my money's worth out of this Jaco, man. So I guess we'll I mean, I guess I could do Jaco versus the Red Zone. I mean, we could go into the Omega fight. I mean, yeah, Jaco, like, if we did double... I mean, okay, because here's the thing. I'm gonna do, so I've been doing these challenges, right, where I take, like, you know, the 200% leads, and I know every single stage of the Red Zone. I did it with Cell's team, Goku and Gohan's team, and I'm working on the Blues right now. I mean, there are 8 200% teams. Jaco on the Gods team, I probably would put him on several of the stages in there, so, I mean, I certainly could work on that, but I guess I might do that. I might just do, like, Jaco versus Omega Shenron. I feel like that could work pretty well, right? Okay, we'll be able to get some dodges in here. Again, we link up, for Jaco, we link up reasonably, I would say, with Krillin. Again, Jaco's links, for the most part, I would say are going to be an issue, right? And then Jaco gets up to 1.84 right there. Again, he gets significant buffs from these dodges. The dodges really give him a lot of extra stuff, but... Like, yeah, Jaco against Omega Shenron. Jaco is going to be taking a lot of damage towards the end of the event, but in my experience, AGL Goku really performs well against Omega. Jaco should be even better, right? Because he's going to have higher defense, but he also can stun that first phase of Omega. So I think that's what I'll probably do. I mean, honestly, we might just finish the video here. I mean, I don't know what else... In terms of, like, a showcase setting, like, we saw the really good turn for Jaco, right, where he's at 360k defense, and, you know, he did 2.5 million attack stat. But we could take him, you know, in a separate video against Omega. I think that'd be a good way to show everything that Jaco is capable of doing. Certainly, whenever this, like, character comes to global, or, you know, if you're thinking about summoning right now, definitely do not chase this Jaco. He's not gonna... I mean, I was going to say he's not going to win you events, but, like, he could, I guess. Potentially. Like, yeah, see, like, right here he's at 200 and... What link is that? That's Patrol. Okay, so right here, so we have... Yeah, so that's Patrol. Jumps him. What is Patrol? 10% defense? I think Patrol is 10% attack and defense here. No. Patrol is 2-key and 20% defense. Okay. With the Gods team, we don't have any of these characters, though, on the Gods team, because they're movie heroes, and then beyond Super Saiyan. The Xeno, Goku, and Vegeta, they're just Super Saiyan. I mean, we could do God Trunks, but you're not bringing God Trunks against Omega without the Heroes team, because he needs all those buffs. But, yeah, okay, so it's like, Jaco can get that really high defense, but it's that, Jaco's really big defense is more of like a showcase setting type of thing, just because of Patrol, right? Like, if we're running a Defender of Justice team, sure, but like that needs a new leader as well. Okay. I guess we'll do this. We could have Great Saiyaman 1 and 2 super attack first, give a little bit of an attack buff to Jaco. We'll have Jaco super attack in slot 2. Here he is at 280k defense. That is nice to see that, though. Like, that turn where he's just start of turn, like, 360k defense on a character that has a 70% chance to dodge. Like, that is really quite good. I do like this Jaco a lot. He's sort of like an upgraded UI Goku. It's just UI Goku, of course, has a lot more damage still. That's the only thing, right? But like this type of unit right here, with the dodge and stuff like that, I like it. I like it a lot. So, let me know what you guys think about our boy Jaco. But he certainly can be very effective, as you guys can see. Alright guys, I want to get one more rotation. This will be a big attack stat that we'll be able to get right here for Jaco. Jaco is fully built up right here. So our defense is a little bit lower because we don't have Great Saiyaman 1 and 2 around, but, well, the LR Great Saiyaman 1 and 2. Instead, we have the Exchange Great Saiyaman 1 and 2. So they give attack support. So, again, we're going to see Jaco output a little bit more power here. This will also be good. We'll actually be able to show here in the video as well Jaco in slot 2 debuffing. We will see the attack and defensive debuff Jaco applies. So let's see what attack stat Jaco gets right here. This will be the highest we've gotten in the video so far. Let's see. 3.66. I mean, you know, 300k plus defense, 70% chance to dodge, 70% chance to stun, and then that attack stat, like, I will take it. Jaco is good. It's just, he's Jaco. He doesn't have a lot. Like, unlike Ginyu, who can lead his own dominant mega team, Jaco, it's not really the same thing, right? Like, Jaco's not like a 200% leader. We could build a team around him. Like, Jaco's links are bad, but there's not really a great bunch of units to pair with his links. He's not a leader of his own team, right? Jaco will be able to put in work in some stages, but they're not going to be that common, I would say. Alright, this is self-proclaimed Super Elite Jaco. His leader skill, Defenders of Justice, category key 3 and 130% of stats. His super attack is the Elite Beam, which does supreme damage and then has a 70% chance of stunning the enemy. His passive skill, Self-Proclaimed Super Elite Scuffle. He gets 3 key and 140% attack and defense at the start of turn. Then he has a 70% chance to dodge enemy attacks as the first attacker in a turn. He does not need to attack for that to activate. It's just in first slot it activates. Then Jaco gets a high chance to dodge and then lowers the attacked enemy's attack and defense by 20% for 2 turns as the second or third attacker in a turn. Jaco also gets an additional 60% attack when attacking an extreme class enemy, and then he gets 20% attack and defense with each attack evaded up to a maximum of 80% extra stats. His link set is Brainiacs, Flee, Solid Support, Patrol, Signature Pose, Resurrection F, and Fierce Battle. Very bad link set, very bad. 12 Q multiplier, 140%. In terms of EZAs, there's not really anything, but a 70% chance to dodge character. You could try him out, I guess, in some EZAs or something, but, I mean, if he gets touched, you're dead. And, like, his categories aren't really strong. I mean, I guess you could use him in the new Angel Golden Frieza EZA as, like, a defensive unit. That could work. And then finally, I mean, the weakness of our boy Jaco, besides his links, is the teams. The only real team right now is Movie Hero, right? I don't consider Special Pose to be anything. Like, Special Pose is good, but it's like you're just running the full Ginyu Force, right? Like, it's... I mean, you can't slide Jaco on the Ginyu Force's team, because it's Terrifying Conquerors and Planet Namek Saga, right? But it's like, that's the thing. Like, yeah, like... Because that Ginyu Force team build, it's 6 teams. So it's like Terrifying Conqueror, Ginyu Force, Planet Namek Saga, Special Pose, Dragon Ball Seekers, right? But Jaco, of course, is not on that. Then Space Traveling Warriors. Again, Bojack does have a good leader skill, like 170%, but double Bojack, I would like Space Traveling Warriors to get I was going to say a 200% lead, but like Space Traveling Warriors being one of the two 170% is what I want, right? That would be cool. And then finally, Jaco is here on the Defenders of Justice category team. So let me know what you guys think of our boy Jaco. Jaco is definitely very strong. He's going to be really good when you can use him. I just don't think you'll be able to use him that often.